that your favorite line? Oh boy, guys, we're here. Um, we're about to enter the last hour before it drops on the East Coast. East Coasters, how are we feeling? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How we doing tonight on this lovely Thursday night? Thursday night. Guys, we got some plans. I'm gonna keep it so real with you. The plan is to go over the Anyone Else music video until my album comes out in an hour. But I don't know how I can fill an hour with just this one music video. Um, it's definitely my favorite that I've done so far this year. But I don't know what else like what there is really to talk about. Um, Assy Puff is finally coming out. Finally, dude, it's been so long. Anyways, let's get nuts, as they say. All right, is this good? Am I good to just do that? Wait, just because I feel like it. Where is the button that does the thing? Taskbar behaviors. Automatically hide taskbar just so I can have more space on what I'm doing. There we go. It's going to show it anyway at some points, but it's fine. All right, guys. Guys. Crazy music video. Thank you. Thank you. You were in it, right? This is backwards. No. It's uncomfy for some reason. All right. Here it is. Should I turn it up a little bit? I think I'm going to turn it up a little bit. So yeah, there's a lot that I can't really talk about, mainly because there's some people who would like to remain anonymous, so I can't like say names or anything. So I'll just mention the person in this costume. That's how I'll try to refer to people as. But yeah, now I'm trying to think. Am I allowed to talk about whose house we filmed this at? I think the person would be okay with it if I did. So this was filmed at Riley's house, who plays Evelyn across my music videos. I didn't make an Evelyn music video. I might, but she's the lover gone wrong in You're Not Alone. She's the lover gone wrong in this. Yeah, and this was filmed at her place. Obviously, because if you've seen the You're Not Alone music video, you'll know I don't got this big of a place. I don't got this big of an area. If I had this big of an area, I'd live here. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is that's where this was filmed. We open with this shot. Some people playing. It's a, I don't know. Is this a dead party? We got what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you include me. People at this party. Is that a dead party? I don't know. Party just starting? No, because the party ends at the end of the video. Like we'll get to it. Like people are still arriving hypothetically. I don't know. Here's me arriving. Lonely. For this shot, should I go full screen? No, I'm not gonna go full screen. For this shot, I thought about getting a shot of like where it's the people at the party like turning and like acting surprised. But when we actually started filming this, I decided that I really didn't want to direct anybody who was going to be in the background because everybody was just doing their own party thing, having a good time. So I really just like gave them no direction, and they were just kind of there in the background. Um, we did this in 9 different shots, 10 if you include the one from later. Well, I'll get into that later.
Everyone, I hoped you would show me that there wasn't anyone help me. I'm fighting an army.
I tried to make each shot kind of fit the words. So this is me asking the people at the party. This is kind of me like asking the people at the party to help me, like save me, but nobody gives a crap. Why did I just try to censor myself? Nobody gives a fuck. Damn.
To be on my own, you could stop me. Would you stop me? I don't wanna go back. I don't wanna find you if I saw
probably
you
off
with anyone.
time anyways.
I don't know what I'd do if you told me you were just friends. I don't think I could tell. I'm sorry, I'm just not good enough. I'm sorry, he's better.
Sorry, I'm just kind of watching the video. There's not a lot to say, but there is like a little Easter egg. We got this guy back here, who we'll find out who this is later, playing freaking ping pong with his butcher knife. That was a pretty clever little thing that he did.
Enough. I'm sorry, he's better. I'm sorry you don't miss what we
Yep.
had to
Here's Riley McCabe.
together. I'm
Mask
sorry I'm hung up on someone
Dream
who'd
style.
rather be hung upon
Not quite.
anyone else.
But yeah, Dream style is crazy. Well, no, yeah, Dream style would be like more off to the side, so rather than like up top, like sunglasses. Sunglasses style, I guess. If we had to put names to the styles. Mr. Man's sitting over here by himself. If anyone's got any questions, let me know, because I'm really trying to fill this hour. I was really hoping. Like, it's not like I asked my mom to do this or anything. But, like, while I was sitting here and she was filming me, I was thinking, what if she got the clip? Because my car has a radio with a screen on it. And while we were filming this, I just had anyone else on the radio, and I was singing along with it while we were filming this part. And I thought it'd be funny if we got like a little clip of like anyone else being shown on the radio. I thought that might be cool. To show like, I don't know, what would that mean? Would that mean like that the character that I'm playing is a fan of my music, or that that's me still? Does that make sense? What made you decide to put some of the clips together the way you did, like knowing certain clips that either didn't make it or aren't ordered how I expected? Okay. So here's the process that I went about when editing this video. I put together the main clips, and by the main clips I mean the part of me walking in, followed by me in the car, followed by me walking into the party. I'm assuming that people have seen the video already because I'm talking about it and I'm pausing and whatnot. So we got me walking in, me walking out, me going into the car, me walking in, and so those 3 clips, those 3 like takes that we did, that's what I started with, just that bare bones stuff. Then after that, I edited in random clips of Evelyn and the ghost sitting on the couch, random clips of the party. They are out of order, but I tried to make the continuity at least fit. Like maybe the party scenes don't fit because maybe like you're not really supposed to pay attention to that. So like in one take, Jason's playing table tennis, and another take he's playing air hockey. There's not really a switch between. There doesn't need to be a switch between, in my opinion. Like the party's going on while I'm out here. Like a lot of time is passing in my head. That's why maybe those clips don't fit together. But I also wanted to make the continuity fit, like particularly with the ghosts. Like over here, the ghost is sitting next to Darth Vader. And then you see Darth Vader get on the ghost's lap. and then from then forward, you don't see another clip of Darth Vader off of the ghost lap until I walk back into the party. So, um, yeah, I just whenever I needed a clip of like Darth Vader and the Ghost, I would just. So here's what the timeline looked like. We'd have three main clips, and then I'm gonna do this so you can see me better. We'd have the three main clips, and then after the three main clips, I'd have like other stuff like the random party scenes, the Ghost and Darth Vader scenes, stuff like that. And then whenever I would watch the main timeline over here, and I needed something, I would go over here, cut out a little piece of what I needed, copy it, and pull it back over here and layer it on top. So, um, so that would fit. Does that make sense? Does that even answer your question? Let me see. Um, yeah, it was mostly random, but I tried to be like as organized as I could have been. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. Now it skips ahead because my numbers. So I use numlock 7, not numlock. There's like numpad 7 to go to this scene and numpad 8 to go to this scene. That's how I switch back and forth so easily. But pressing the numbers also skips ahead in the video, so we got to find where I was. No, we were earlier than that. We were about here, I think. Any more questions, feel free to ask them. Oh, this is like exactly where we were.
Oh, you said I should move on and out of everyone she looks
I want to talk about this.
like.
So the video switches back and forth between what's real and what's in my head. I don't know if I made that clear enough. I hope I did. But what's in black and white is really going on at the party. And what's in color is happening in my head. So like the scene, spoiler alert, but the scene where I punch the ghost, that's in color because that's not really happening. Because right after that, it cuts to the ghost being on the couch. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Let's just watch the scene where I punch the ghost. Sorry.
Just anyone help me.
This is one of my favorite shots I've done.
Of everyone there, I hate his guts.
So yeah, I hope it's clear. I felt like the color difference really cleared up what was real and fake. It was a cool switch. Yeah, I was watching this with my parents. My stepdad pointed out that he didn't think, like he was confused about the punch until he got to the color parts back here, because like he could tell based on how this scene was framed that it wasn't really happening. You know what I mean? So yeah, the video split up between black and white and color. The color parts didn't happen. Black and white parts happened. I even talked to Riley about this. I was very meticulous about when she had her mask on and when she had it off. I wanted her to have it on during all of the black and white parts and off whenever she was in a colored part, or well, like earlier you can see that the real the real Evelyn does not have the mask on, right, in this scene. This is like a flashback. And I hope this is clear this is a flashback too. So the way I framed this was I wanted it to be set up that Evelyn has the Darth Vader outfit on, but at the party, Darth Vader is just kind of sitting there, mask on the whole time. So I hope I'm explaining this in a good way, or in a clear way. I want people to be able to figure out on their own whether or not this is really Evelyn. Because we do cut to somebody who looks exactly like Evelyn, but is wearing a different costume and is sitting by herself. Where is it? Right before this. Here. Right. This looks a lot like Evelyn, and you can say that this is just someone that looks a lot like Evelyn to fit the lyric or whatever. You could say that Evelyn's in the Darth Vader mask with somebody else at the party, or you can say that this is really Evelyn, and the person in the Darth Vader costume just happens to be somebody else, and the real Evelyn switched the costume after the breakup. So whichever ending you want in your head and whichever thing that you think happened, please be my guest. There is no right answer in my head, personally. So yeah, whichever makes more sense to you, absolutely amazing. Let's read some of these. The flashback, I think, is timed right with the lyrics, so it makes sense. Yeah. Right. Like, it feels like it could just be someone that reminded him of Evelyn because she was wearing the costume. Well, in my head, he thinks it's Evelyn. It's not like it reminds him of her. Like he in his head, he walks in, he sees the costume. That's Evelyn, dude. What am I gonna do? All right. Um, regardless, he thinks it is. Yeah. In my head, like honestly, you can interpret this however you want. I don't want my work to be like completely solid. Whenever I say something like that, like whenever I say, "Oh, he thinks that's Evelyn," that could just be like what I think. Unless it's something that's like blatantly stated, you can think whatever you want about my work or however you want to interpret it. Honestly, it's up to you. Um, I love the double inference that people can have. Yep. Other way. Oof to the main character. Either way, oof to the main character. Yes. Of course, regardless, he thinks it is. Yep.
You,
Yeah.
just anyone,
Talking way too fast,
help
bro. I gotta fill an hour.
fighting a ghost of everyone there. I hate
His guts the most.
So I'm
I hope I played with zooming well in this video. Like if we go back here, we get the jump cuts to go like anyone on Darth Vader, and then anyone on the Ghost, and then like right after punching the Ghost. It's like I when I framed this, that's not necessarily what it's supposed to be. When I framed this, I was like, it really reminds me of like a wanted poster. You know what I mean? Like an old Western wanted poster that they would hang up. Like zooming in on the face of the ghost. Does that make any sense? Like I don't know if like that's just me, but like, and that's definitely not what it's necessarily supposed to be. It's just what it made me think of. I don't know.
the most. So I'm going back to take what I had. You could stop me. Please stop me, 'cause I don't want to.
Dude, when I was editing this, I was watching a lot of these clips for the first time because I just trust my mom as a camera person. And that take of me like opening the door and just like I don't and like closing it right next to me, I think was done so well. Props to the camera person, and honestly, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for acting that little part out. Sorry.
Go back. I don't want to find you if
Sorry,
I
hold on.
saw.
I was gonna say that element. If you talk slow, it'll help. But also, I get it. This is exciting. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really excited for a lot of reasons. It makes sense. It felt intentionally humorous, also with some of the zoom ins. Yeah, it's definitely intentionally like a little bit of humor.
Are you with anyone? I don't know what I do. I know that this isn't his fault, but he sure doesn't help. I'm sorry, I'm just not good enough. I'm sorry.
Sometimes I
he's better.
like when editing this, I would worry that like it stays on me for too long, but like I'm the main character here. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, I feel so like I'm the main character, so it should be on me all the time. But like when the main character of something that you're watching is going through something, do you want to just sit there and watch the party happen? Especially when I'm not even talking about the party necessarily in the song. Hold on.
Good enough. I'm sorry.
I'm literally talking
he's
about
better.
myself. I mean, maybe I could have cut to the ghost on the I'm sorry he's better, but I also didn't want too many cuts. Does that make sense? Makes sense for the car scene and that part of the song. Like it's heartbreaking for him.
Sorry you don't miss what we
Yeah.
had together. I'm sorry.
That was a last minute thing.
you
So
don't
we'll just pause
miss
here.
what we-
So this is a clip from the You're Not Alone music video. Like directly from the video, and it's me looking at the picture of us. I was torn on whether or not to actually put this in the video. Because the whole point of this little clip, and I can even go back to, I don't know. The whole point of this little clip is that she's not actually standing there in the picture, because in the video, I stand up and I hold up a picture of just me standing in that photo. As in like I saw her there in my eyes, and that fits the line of the song in You're Not Alone. It says, "Do you see my face and everything?" Implying that I see Evelyn's face and everything, including this picture. And with the whole theme of everything in black and white actually happened, I was so torn on putting this in the video because she's not actually there in the picture. So I didn't want to be too contradictory. But it's going over a line that says, "I'm sorry you don't miss what we had together." And that implies that I miss what we had together so much that I wanted more of it. I missed it so much that I saw you in memories where you weren't actually there. Does that make sense? So that's why I decided to put it in there. She wasn't actually in the picture. The real part about this scene is that I really missed her, or maybe currently miss her. I missed her at this time, and I like. I can't tell if I mean in the song he definitely misses her, but in the video I don't know. Like I don't know if he wants to talk to her to rekindle. Oh well, okay. Actually, no, he definitely fucking does because the imagined scene where he walks in on her crying and tries to lean in for a kiss. Um, so cool. It's like a dream within a dream type thing. It's a real moment that he had, but yeah, he saw it and it wasn't real, but him seeing it was real. Yeah, him wanting it and missing her is real. That's the real part about it. So, um, maybe a little confusing if you don't think of it that way. I don't really know. It's hard to read like how people are going to interpret my work when it's my work. Like I know all the answers and I know why I'm doing certain things and adding certain details, but like it's hard. I don't know. It's hard to maybe explain things to people um, absorbing my work because I don't know what people understand right off. You know what I mean? So sorry if I'm over explaining or like I don't know. I worry that I'm doing that, and I'm sorry if that's the case. But yeah, that's at least why I put it in
We
there.
had together. I'm sorry I'm hung up
Oh, it's
on
fun to hear. Okay,
someone
thank you.
who'd rather be hung upon anyone else.
Now this scene drags. Maybe you might be able to argue that this scene drags, but it's this long because like that's how long he's like he's prepping himself. Like you can even see that little breath. He's like prepping himself. I don't know. It doesn't cut anywhere for a while. Maybe you could have cut somewhere here. Maybe something here. But from here forward, like nothing here. There should like I'm glad there's nothing here because we can see the contemplation. And then I go up. My intent was to turn off the lights, but they actually didn't work. Like for the scene, maybe it's a continuity error if you want to call it that. But I walk in and the lights are on, and then as I hop into the vehicle, the lights are already on, and as I'm leaving, I'm trying to turn them off. And I think the reason why they didn't turn off is because I had the door open. I'm just realizing that now. Maybe that's not really much of a continuity error. Maybe that's just me getting confused with how lights work for some reason in a car. Because the implication is that I do have my license if I'm in the driver's seat. So the little mirror check. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Like it could be a mirror check. Oh, hold on. Let me look at it like it's a mirror check. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, it could be either of those. That's literally what I was doing in the scene was trying to turn the lights off in the car. But I mean, a mirror check makes perfect sense actually in this scenario too because he's trying to look in the mirror, and maybe the reason why he's going like this is because he can't really see like himself in the mirror because it's so dark out. Um, and he's like, whatever, doesn't matter what I look like. Um, yeah, but maybe he's just trying to check like his face makeup or like make sure his hair looks good. I don't know. That's actually really cool. I love that because whenever I'd show like my old fiction to people, um, some people would point out things that I didn't even think of, or like maybe like my old lyrics, and even some of the lyrics on the album that's coming out in less than 40 minutes on the East Coast. I would show lyrics to people, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is so cool because this," and I would be like, "I didn't even think of that. I don't know, like oh, this line connects to this line perfectly," and I'm like, "Dude, I just kind of wrote the line. I don't know." But it's awesome watching people make connections. So thank you for that. Um, he's on a mission. He is on a mission. I can agree with that. That's cool. Thank you.
I don't wanna go back.
If I had to hear me out, I wake up in the middle of the night, and at the foot of my bed is a golden lamp from Aladdin. Imagine that. And I'm like, oh my god, I know what to do with this. So I pick it up and I rub it, and a genie comes out, and the genie looks at me and he crosses his arms like he does in the movie. I think, and he's like, boy, you can change one thing about the music video that you put out yesterday, and that will always have been the case, you can change that one thing. What is it? It's I wish I didn't mouth the words when I was walking into the party. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was looking at this. I'm like, I kind of wish I didn't do that. Watch this.
Wanna go back. I don't wanna find you.
I wish I played the
if
lock it
I-
in a little better. So I'm gonna take that pat on the back back. I don't know, cause he was singing it in the car. Maybe it's stuck in his head. Maybe he's just like, maybe it's one of those like, oh, this is stupid. Like, but you're going with it anyway. Um, there's a lot of reasons for why he could have been mouthing the words, but yeah, I just personally think it was a bad choice. Whoever the director is should be fired and not allowed to work on anything else. Yeah, if you go based on the idea, he's a fan, and it takes a sec to break out of the song in his head to process the person is crying. I don't know. I don't know. If I could change anything about this video, it'd be that. I think everything else is fine as is. But yeah. Let's continue.
Would my green eyes still remind you of our first kiss out in the forest and how you felt?
I'll let the shot play out, then I gotta talk to you about it. I gotta tell you a story about it, actually.
I'm sorry, I'm just not good enough. I'm sorry, he's
Totally get
better.
with that.
I'm sorry,
I gotta tell you a story
can't
about this.
stop writing these love letters in hopes that you'll read them and realize there isn't anyone.
Me and my poor mother. I'm gonna rant a little bit. So, a particular actor, two particular actors. So okay, this is the part where the most direction was needed, right? Because in the shot we have, in my head, I'm going down. The party's still going on. She's crying on the couch. The ghost isn't there anymore. I go in, I lean in, but in reality, I mean, the party's over. If we skip ahead a little bit, everybody's actually gone.
Anyone,
And we see
anyone else.
the ghost and Darth Vader are leaving. I feel awful when I think about it every time I watch it. So, the shot actually turned out pretty fine. My worry was that like my head didn't line up in the cut, and it really didn't.
I'm sorry, I'm just not.
It didn't really need to, cause like I'm happy. I'm like about to go in for the kiss in one take, and then it just cuts to sad. So maybe it doesn't need to be exact. Like I actually play the sad. Like, look at this freaking dude right here. Like, he is upsetty spaghetti. Like, look at it. Like, oh, I want to kiss you so bad
I'm
too.
sorry, I'm just not.
Damn. Like, that is the ultimate damn right there. So here's the story. I go in and I'm like, okay, for this shot, I want to walk in. I want to sit down. And just to keep the I'm listening, and I'll read your chats after I tell the story. Just to keep the continuity. The camera can't move, and I can't move, but you need to stand up. Maybe get everybody out of the room because the party's over at this point. And yeah, get everybody out of the room and go over here to stage. Is it stage right? Okay, sorry. Time out for a second. Is stage right when you're looking at it and it's on the right, or when you're looking out into the crowd and it's on the right? A or B, chat. A or B. So this is stage left. This is stage left. Looking at the crowd, that's stage left. Okay, thank you. So, yeah. So I need to stay put and I need to not move. You need to get up, go stage left with the ghost, with the actor who plays the ghost, and get everybody out of the shot while I stay still, and my mom, who's a lovely camera person, also stays still. And you also need to walk out, and I'm going to trust you with this. Walk out and get to a point where by the time I say, because there isn't anyone else, I'm looking at you. the direction I gave was that you're next to the couch, but in the end, it's just that I'm looking at that I'm watching them leave, and I think that actually works out better. I'm happy with how the shot turned out immensely, but it was just funny because it took 2 tries. And when I say it took 2 tries, I don't mean it took 2 tries. I mean I sat there for a try, and then I had to get back into position for the second try. And by the end of it, my mom was like, "Are we almost done?" And I'm like, "Yeah, mom, we're good." All right, now let's let Darth Vader defend herself. Let's see. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. I feel awful and think about it every time I watch it. Yeah, it feels good as is in terms of visually lining up, but I wish I timed it better. I don't wish you timed it better. I think you timed it way better than I thought you did in the moment. In the moment, I'm like, I was unsure, but watching it, it makes way more sense that I'm saying, because there isn't anyone. Like, you get the point. It makes way more sense that I'm saying, like, I wouldn't say that right here, like, the person's right here. Like, it's going to jump. I wouldn't say that, like, if Evelyn was right here, but, like, I would say it, like, under my breath after she's already leaving for 2 reasons. One, I get to let it out. I get to like look at her. Like I'm watching her leave. Like I'm act like rather than here, this is more my moment's gone. My chance is gone to actually talk to this person. But also, it makes more sense that I waited for Evelyn to actually start leaving so she didn't hear me say that. Right? So I'm glad that I'm really glad it turned out that way. And then yeah. Um I needed help, I needed guidance or like time. I know, and I'm sorry, but like okay, so the reason it took multiple takes is because we'd go here. Oh, sorry. Let me. Frick. Let me go here. We'd go here. Sorry for calling you out. We'd go here.
First kiss out.
We zoom in a little bit.
I'm sorry, I'm just not good enough. I'm sorry, he's better. I'm sorry,
I think it
can't
was
stop writing
around
these
here
love
when she
letters
originally started
in
walking
hopes that
across
you'll read
to get
them.
to the anyone else at the end of this chorus. Now, in Darth Vader's defense, I wasn't super clear on which anyone else I wanted them to be in that position for. But I did say, be there for when I say, there isn't anyone else. I only say that line once in the whole song. That's my defense. I gave you some kudos. You did great the second time, better than I even wanted in the second time. And the shot turned out great. I'm happy with it. My mom's happy with the video. You seem happy with the video. I was overwhelmed, to be honest. Maybe that's the director, okay? But who do we blame here? Who do we really blame here? The actor? The director? Either way. I hardly know her.
Realize there isn't anyone.
I actually know both of those people pretty well. And and here I played it well. I'm not singing the song at all. I'm not singing the song at all. And then in canon, 'cause there isn't anyone else. I'm saying because there isn't anyone else for me, but for Evelyn or whoever's in the Darth Vader mask, whoever it is for them is not me. It's because I was walking by going, frick, I messed it up. Oh no. You talking about in this case, in this take, like the take that made in the video? Well, it's a good thing you have your mask on, and I even, like, I think I remember that because like you asked me. Hold on, you might be able to catch it. I tried not to make it like obvious. You asked me if it was good, and I looked at you and I said, "You're good," or something like that. Like I said something, not here. Well, give it a second. Yeah, I do say something. You said that? I thought you did a good job just not reacting. So yeah, if you're really looking at my mouth, you'll notice that I say a little something there. But like, who's looking at that? It's like that one interview where Mark Hamill's talking about Star Wars, and he's looking back and he's like telling the story about this take that they did after the trash compactor scene from the first movie. And he's like, "Wait, we just did the trash compactor scene. Should my hair be like covered in schmutz and stuff, like for continuity's sake?" And then he does this great Harrison Ford impression of how Harrison Ford reacted to young Mark Hamill pointing that out. And he's like, "Hey kid, if people are looking at your hair, we got a big problem," or something like that. And that's like something I think back to often. Like nobody's really gonna notice the small stuff, and even then, like who actually cares, right? Like, you know, maybe that is the case, and maybe Luke's hair has some continuity issues in Star Wars. But did you even know that? It's a classic movie. Did you even know that that was the case? Can you even like look back and really think to yourself whether or not that is the case? No. Nope.
'Cause
There isn't
anyone
exactly. So it really doesn't matter.
anyone else.
let the small details that matter. But if it doesn't matter, then don't worry about it. Real quick though, what was I gonna talk about? We'll talk about the ending. Okay, hold on. There's a post-credit scene. This is the opening bit of "I'm Doing All Right," which you'll be able to listen to less than a half hour. Yeah, we have the cast. We have me as me, I guess, because I didn't name the character that I was playing, so I'm just gonna call it myself from now on. We have Riley McCabe, who is in the chat right now as Evelyn. We have Jordan, Mr. K Cook, as Jason. Special thanks to background actors. Background actors were fantastic. And big thanks to my mom for filming, because I think she filmed the whole video. So she got some great shots of the party. She got some great shots of me. She got some. I think she handled the opening scene well, where she like had to go around and like land on me as the words started. Like she did that amazingly. She did the shots amazingly. She did the car scenes amazingly. Camera work was done really well. Yeah.
Until he finally felt he was at peace.
Probably forget.
From his poor man.
Out at midnight. And then we got this. That's my man Jordan right here. That's the first and maybe only face reveal for my man Jordan. Handsome fella. Damn. Anyway, so yeah. Let's go back because let's talk about each take that was done. I think there was 9 or 10. Let me count them off in my head real quick. So we got this opening panorama scene where it lands on me, and then the takes where it's looking at me like this was all one take. The take where we have just some random candids of Ghost and Darth Vader on the couch, that's also another take. The random party clips that you see, that was also one take. That was just like a 5 or 6, maybe even 7-minute shot of my mom walking around the party as a bunch of different things were happening. So that was pretty neat. So that was 3. And then me in the car. And then the fight outside that didn't actually happen. And then, hello, Allergic Pie, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the tree. And then we got the picture scene, which if you want to count that, that was like a little clip from another music video. We got, what other takes were in this video that I missed? The bathroom scene. The ending scene, that's 8. I think that is actually it. Unless I'm missing something. I think that's it. Because we had the 3 main scenes, and then we had Ghost, Party, Fight Picture. Yeah. I'm missing one again. But Clown's another one. Thank you. Clown. Yeah, so I think I might want to talk about like the order of business in this video, like what actually went down. So the very first clip we took was just even before like the background actors arrived, we just did the bathroom scene. And that was just this clip that you see here.
What we had together. I'm sorry.
And then after that, that's when people arrived, and we did this first little clip. No, sorry, we did the party candids, where my mom walked around with the camera and just got a bunch of random party clips. That was second. Third was this panorama scene where we look around the party, and then I walk in. Right after that, we did. Was it right after that we did the Ghost and the Darth Vader? I'm trying to remember. I think that was fourth. Was the random clips of Ghost and Darth Vader on the couch, and then we did the ending scene. So this was fifth, and then after the ending scene, we did the clown take, which really didn't take that long. The clown take, I cut it short because I really overestimated how much actual footage that we needed for the video. So there was this whole thing where the clown broke the fourth wall and like looked at the camera weirdly. But like that whole like scenario where the clown like looked at the camera weirdly was too long for the part of the song, so I had to cut that out entirely as to not be confusing. Absolutely, like, not saying the actor like messed up that particular scene. I literally, like, I was off screen saying, "Okay, now look at the camera. Okay, now look back at me." Like, that was me. Okay, yeah. Anyways, and then we did the clown scene, and then after that, I think we did the punch scene. The punch scene I want to talk about for a second, because throughout the video, there's obviously an actor playing the ghost right here. This actor, and Jordan are both on screen at the same time right now. Actually, you can see it. So obviously we had to get someone here, and Jordan's not. No, so we got an actor here. They know each other, so it's cool. And we had Jordan in the background, but I'm like, okay. But for the fight scene, I really don't want to punch you. So let's give it to Jordan. I'm gonna punch him. So for the little color clip over here, we got
Anyone help me?
Sorry, just for a second, I got a joke for you that I just thought of. We got an actor here who knows Darth Vader over here. Okay, I'm no James Gunn. I am no James Gunn. All right, that's the joke. So anyway, yeah, we got the fight scene, which is back here. We have the actor who's playing the ghost for the whole video, and then we have Jordan right here.
Fighting a ghost.
But you couldn't tell. You wouldn't be able to tell. And I was thinking, like, oh man, his jeans and like socks are in the video. You're gonna tell that this is a different. You have no idea what's going on in terms of leg right here. Like, so, like it fits. Like, this is definitely like it doesn't really freaking matter. Okay, sorry, I got a lot of stuff to read. Ghost punch and clown, which is good. Always good to overestimate rather than under. That's a true stuff. LMAO, yeah, LMAO. Thank goodness, dude. But, okay, so we have the, what is it? Contraction? Is that what it is? Conjunction? Maybe it's a conjunction. I don't know. We have but with one T, and we have but. What's this new word that you've just invented? All right. You can't tell in the basement. Yeah, but yeah. You also just can't tell because it's off camera. I think, right? Unless the end like shows the actor's legs. I'm gonna be so for real with you. The actor was probably wearing like something very similar. Anyway, like, hold on. You could maybe tell here. No, you can't. But yeah, for this take and this take alone, the ghost was also played by Jordan. And I can say this because this particular background actor was okay with being credited, but the rest weren't. And I didn't want to single out a single background actor. But the witch that you see in the background is Riley's mom. Because like it was at Riley's house, Riley's like family home. So what, you didn't know that? Why are you so surprised? You didn't know that? Yeah. I mean, you can't really tell because like I don't think you actually see her face in like the whole video. And that's not like that wasn't done on purpose, but like that's just like I think, yeah, she also had like on this like nose thing. There's like It's like those silly glasses that have, like the nose and the mustache. It was a really clever costume. I loved what she did. She had that funny face on. Why are you putting eyes there like referencing arm's length is something that everybody but like including me will get. Like I got it. But arm's length was not brought up throughout this entire live stream, and you're referencing the band Arm's Length as if everyone's gonna laugh, everyone's gonna get it, everyone's gonna understand. Nobody gets it, Riley. Nobody listens to Arm's Length except me and Canadians. Okay, they're a Canadian band. That's why I said that. I'm laughing. I know we can hear you. Sorry, probably. I don't know. I'm not Canadian. God, do you listen to Arm's Length? You don't even really listen to music like all that often. I listen to them right now. Pull up your listen history. Okay, after the stream, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna look at your listen history. But for right now, let's get back to the video. Yeah, we got. I'm doing all right as a closer for every music video. I really want to do like end credits and like have a an upcoming track play. And I'm doing all right is speaking of Arm's Length. If you follow them, if you've been with their music, if you were with them at least for their most recent release, you'll know that Morning Person was really special to the band. It was really like it doesn't matter what other songs you listen to from our band, listen to Morning Person. And I'm doing all right, which is where this little clip comes from for the end credits, is I think my Morning Person. And I was really like unsure about whether or not I would pick this song. But like the video came out 5.5 hours ago, right? By the time the album actually comes out, this little clip will be 6 hours old. Like, don't fucking backflip during the important part of Morning Person or something like that. Yeah. Oh my god, don't even get me started on that. I want that t-shirt. I just got a crazy email. You did too. Anyway. Yeah, and then we had a little post-credit scene. This wasn't always the plan. What even gave us the idea to do this little clip of me walking out with Jason? What inspired? Do you remember? I think what it was is we were doing the take with you and the ghost on the couch, and he was like, "Man, I'm jealous because I want that with you," and I'm like, "Dude, by the end of this video, I'm gonna be single. What if we just walk out together at the end? Like you look at me and you're like, and like that's what happened. That's what we did. That's the PCS as they call it, post credit scene. Yeah." And that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, 14 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. How am I going to fill 14 minutes now? What am I going to do? What am I going to do now? Shoot. I'm unsure. Do you want to just explore the website with me? Anyone else that's out? All the links are here. Show you probably forget. That's out in most of the world right now. All the links are right here. Let me open. That's the wrong button. Let me open this. Whoa, that's the wrong thing. I got to edit that. So if you click on listen/download free on a show you'll probably forget on the website, it'll take you to the A Night to Myself download link, which is interesting because that is not what this is for. But yeah, if you go to any of the singles, I will. I do it right now, but I actually have stickers on my laptop that I can't be showing you guys. But I'll do it like right after the stream. What is that little sound? Yeah. It's gone. What? No, it's gone. I miss it now. I was gonna try to figure it out, but I miss it. Anyways, yeah, if you click on any of the download links by the singles, right now, those are the only ones that'll take you to this, where you can literally like click on that and open any of these and just listen if you want to listen 12 minutes early, right? Um, but yeah, you can also download them from here. I think, I hope. Um, but yeah, and then you can go to the Spotify, the Apple Music, and the YouTube Music link. I got all three of those. And then yeah, that's the gist, guys. 10 minutes. Goodness me. What do we got? We got writing. I put out a little snippet of my anomalies book. Click here to give feedback. Of course you can, if you want to. If you read this, you like it. There's a little symbol up here. I don't know if I'm ready to explain what this means, but it means something. Yeah, it definitely means something. We go here. We got life. I'm really trying to figure out how to organize this because we have about me, which is just about me and about the website. Um, but then we also have my opinions, and it's just like 4 different categories. But like if you actually click on them, there's only one video in each category. So I don't even know if I want to categorize them. You know what I mean? Then you go here. We got like the trailer, and then there's one episode. I got to get my opinions more often. Is what I think. Was what I'm thinking. Anomalies. Yeah, that's the start of it. Um, I just don't know if I wrote it in a concise way. You go here, guys. What? How long has this been the case? I'm live right now. Why isn't this popping up? I'm gonna have to fix that also after the stream. We already looked at that. Music. We got our releases. Here's EP, singles, album. Now, I think I'm gonna start a poll. I'm gonna do it. Should I remove the singles off the website when... Oh, I already have too many characters. Should I remove the singles from the website or keep them up? Because they're on the album. But it's nice to just have this log. You know what I mean? Just yeah, see where the singles came from. But also to go back to the other side of the coin, it takes a second to get down to the actual album. You know what I mean? So if I do keep them, I'm going to try to figure out a way to move them or do something else with them. But the question is now yours. And it'll be yours until the album drops in 9 minutes. It's hitting a little bit. This is, oh my god, this is my baby. Like, dude, it's like, anyone here a Backseat Lovers fan? Particularly the one person in chat right now is a Backseat Lovers fan. I'm about to give you a timeline. So you know the song Out of Tune, where he goes, we'd skip a class or two to write a couple songs. I wouldn't skip class, but like I would sit in the back of class of like my calculus class, like semi paying attention to like what was going on, but I would just sit there on my laptop writing music. And, like I would come up with some stuff like overnight, but then in class the next day I would be like working on it. This goes all the way back to this song, which is the third one I wrote that actually made it. Like, this is the third song I ever wrote to completion. It's it's the oldest one to actually make it somewhere. So it goes back to that. It goes back to, South Station, the first song I wrote on a guitar. Like this song I wrote, like, just I had a melody, I had words in my head. This song, when I got my guitar, I wrote that song. And both of them are immensely different than what they used to be when I originally wrote them. But like now they're better, I think. um, Get Out of My Head used to be just called Just Let Me Sleep, and it was written what the first draft was called something completely different than either of those things, and it was also like I had like a different ish topic, but I wrote it in like August 2021 I think, and then Pushing Up Daisies and What's Wrong with Me were also like around the same time. These Days I'm Empty I wrote for a failed band with my friends. I wrote that in like 40 minutes on the bus, and lyrically, it's pretty much the same as my first draft. I'm actually kind of happy with this song. Um, I'm doing all right in the grand finale. These two in particular are just, oh my god, it's. I'm gonna cry a little bit. I'm sorry. It's so just surreal to me. It's surreal. It's yeah. This song for the longest time didn't even have lyrics. Um, I'll get to that. But like when you actually hear the song, you'll hear like a cool guitar part at the end of the song. And originally it was just that because you know how some bands just have like little instrumental introductions and then they have the track. Um, Now it has lyrics and they fucking rock, dude. This rocks. This is really it. Um, Dude, y'all better not uh start asking for album two like instantly. 5 minutes to go. Yeah, album two. Shit, it's like written mostly already. Actually, um, yeah, I just have a lot more things that I want to say musically. So this isn't it for music. Is that a little thing on my screen? Yeah, it sure is. 10 minutes to go for album two, obviously. Yeah, that's coming out at 12:05. Right. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. I know and I understand that my music isn't um anything special really. As I was talking about, I think it was it yesterday I was talking about it? Yeah, it was yesterday I was talking about it. When I used to make old music that I don't have out anymore, I would add like saxophone to it, stuff like that. I would layer a bunch of things that I could. I even messed around with drums at one point, like digital drums. But when I actually started making, because I recorded um, the night to myself and a show I probably forget in like June, July over the summer this year. When I actually started making them, I decided like just guitar and vocals when I can. And I do a little bit of layering, but it's nothing crazy. So yeah, my music, it really isn't anything crazy. It's literally just me and a guitar, um, just giving it my best shot. You're gonna hear a lot of like maybe off key parts. This song in particular, there's a couple of mistakes in it while recording, but that's for a reason that I'll explain a little ways down the road. Um, I sound like Ted Mosby now, but dude, yeah, it's in a way it fits because it's like a show, right? You're listening to a live performance, maybe, but I also don't want that to be an excuse. I really did try my hardest with what I had. I just recorded this in my bedroom on GarageBand. Um, but also let this be a lesson too. Like, if you really like it and you genuinely think that it's good music and you want to do something like that, you can. I had the bare minimum when I made this. I say the bare minimum. I could have had it worse. Um, I don't want to pretend like I was the worst off in this little indie space. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't even know what I'm saying, dude. I'm just it's happening. If anything is special with the more raw sound it has, it's really beautiful. I really appreciate that. Thank you. My main point in saying all that was um, whether or not you like it, um, what really makes it special to me is that it's mine. It's not by a long shot gonna be my best work. Absolutely not. But it's my first work, and it's beautiful for what it is, which is that my first work. Um, I'm gonna take off the poll. I'll probably put one on Twitter or something, just so we don't have one person dictating such an important topic. No offense, Riley, but thank you for your insight. You did it. You got it written and played it and produced, and it's amazing. Yeah, I did. I did all those things, and it is what it is. And what it is whatever you want it to be now. I should have started a countdown at the start of the stream. I do have a countdown going on my phone though. Hold on. I started that back in like June. Guys, 10 seconds left. No way. There's an ad. Why is there an ad? The ad is longer than the countdown. Guys, what's my phone say? I actually just got a notification from the Countdown app that just said my album came out. I'll pull it up. I'm gonna play the first track, and then I'm gonna send you on your way. Oh my God, it's out! It's out, guys. Yeah. Is this let's go to albums. Hold on, I'm on Apple Music. Give me a break. Give me to. No, just give me to my account on here, my artist profile. Make sure shuffle's off. It's on. No, it's off. All right, I'm gonna start it over. Give me a second. It's way too quiet. Oh, I know why it's too quiet. Hold on. Let me turn it up on the application that I'm using. There we go. Let's start it over. And I'm gonna mute myself for this.
Thanks to all of you for coming. I hope you all enjoy the show. I hope I end up doing something to make you smile before I go. I'm sorry if I get too anxious. I swear I'll try my very best. It seems my heart's starting to hate this. It's beating right out of my chest. I'm trying so hard to remember the last time someone liked my show. If I choose not to surrender, I hope you dance before you go. My heart rate's starting to get vicious. My hand is shaking on the frets. Come one, come all, so you can witness a show you'll probably forget.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Such a good transition, dude. I learned how to do transitions way before I even started recording this, and I was so happy with um actually figuring it out, dude. I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna go listen to it on my own, and then try to sleep. I'm so excited, actually, for so many reasons. Thank you so much, to everybody. Thank you. I'm just gonna give some thanks real quick. Hold on. Thank you to my parents for supporting me, for listening to this album before anybody else, and um, telling me how good they thought it was. Um, thank you to Riley for being here with me, giving me suggestions on it, for being in the music video. Thank you to my mom for recording music videos. Thank you to my friends for giving me such good feedback and supporting me throughout the years, to actually make something as good as this is, which is as good as you think it is, really. So over the next hour, I'm going to be listening to this, and for the rest of my life, you can listen to this too. So thanks to all of you for coming. I hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I hope you all enjoy the show. Goodbye.